Hey fans, it's me Aaron for a comic show. This is the week I've been waiting for, the week of Heroes in Crisis #1. I have the handsome and talented Clayman at my store the day it comes out, Wednesday, September 26th from 6 to 8, and he'll be doing a free signing, and we'll have all kinds of shenanigans for that. It'll be awesome. We have the Geek Easy bar next door. He'll actually be signing in the bar. You buy the book here or any other book that he's drawn you want to get signed here, take it over there, get it signed, have a beer, all that stuff. Also, there'll be Batman trivia afterwards, which would be pretty fun. And let's get into this book. Heroes in Crisis #1, Tom King, the writer of Batman. He's a guy that is not afraid to piss fans off, and that's cool. I can respect that. He got death threats for his non-Batman marriage, and he had a bodyguard at San Diego Comic-Con follow him around the whole time, security. And I asked him a question at his panel with Clayman. I said, well, you know, you had to have this security here this year because you didn't get Batman and Catwoman married, which seems pretty tame. Because, I mean, they might eventually get married. I mean, why not? But what's going to happen next year? Do you have him booked for next year, your bodyguard? Because after you kill this character, all his fans are going to come for you. And then all the clues pointed to another character, Arsenal, Red Arrow, Roy. You know, that seemed like a red herring, but I was convinced that Roy was going to die, and I spelt that out in a previous video of why with all these other appearances of him. Let me tell you this, there's a lot of death in this issue. The Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is dealing with PTSD of superheroes. That's why there are these case file covers. Every issue is going to have a case file cover that has a glossy, like, Polaroid on the cover as if it was some kind of, like, dossier. This one's Death of Superman. And the Trinity made this place, this sanctuary, for superheroes who've had some type of personal tragedy, crisis happen to them, and for them to get better. A 12-step program type of thing. We don't know that much about it. Not that much has been revealed, but we know who put it together and why. And someone has caused a massacre at the Sanctuary. This is all in solicitations. It's not me spoiling stuff. And the clues point to either Harley or Booster Gold. Obviously, I'm on Team Booster. I do not want it to be Booster Gold killing anyone. He's a lovable douchebag, but he's not a murderer. I mean, come on. Harley is a murderer, but would she really kill heroes in need when, you know, she is also a therapist? She has a soft spot for that. Plus, her book is tons of fun. And how are you going to have tons of fun with a character that murdered heroes? It's weird. So I don't want it to be either of them, really. But this issue was brilliant. Even if you're pissed off about who all is killed, it's a well-written story. I think you should write it out to the end. We'll see what happens. I personally loved it. I love Booster Gold. Obviously, Booster Gold doesn't die in it. I mean, you can't both die and be a murder suspect of the death. I mean, come on. But Booster Gold is A-okay in this issue. I mean, he has a few scrapes, but he's great. Moving on, DC, this is huge. Doomsday Clock. This issue is where the shit hits the fan. This is the lantern for Alan Scott, the Golden Age Green Lantern. You know, 1940, whatever. There was a train accident. He was on a train. People used to ride trains. And there was this Green Lantern that he held on to, and he didn't die in the train. And then he got the powers of Green Lantern, formed the JSA, and was, you know, great hero, helped fighting the Nazis, all that stuff. Well, you know, in the New 52, there was no JSA. And this moth, I suppose, it's blue, is Dr. Manhattan, you know, the guy with the blue dongle. He moved the lantern 6 inches. 6 inches. And since he moved it 6 inches, Alan Scott dies, there's no JSA. And no, I'm not spoiling it, this is the very first panel. That's what is said here. And then we go from there. We see Dr. Manhattan. We see this scene with Rorschach beating the living shit out of Joker. We get this issue. This issue frickin' delivered. This is everything that I'm wanting to see happen. I want the JSA back. I knew Jeff Johns was giving this back to us with Doomsday Clock. I predicted that. And I'm so happy to see it coming. It hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. It is so much coming. It's like right there. Like you couldn't stop if you wanted it to. It's issue 7 of 12. It's over the midway point. This issue seriously delivered. Moving on to Justice League. We got Justice League Dark 3 and Justice League Odyssey 1 out this week. Dark. I love the dark corner of the DC universe. I love John Constantine. I love these magic heroes. Constantine, yes, he's not on the team, but he's in every issue. He has a pivotal role in this issue. It was awesome. Swamp Thing's in it. I'm loving this book. I can't get enough of it. I was so tickled reading it. This is my jam. I like that it's dark. I like that it's horror. I like that it's magic. You got the JSA for the big, summer blockbuster action stuff. You got Dark for the horror, and then you have Justice League Odyssey for the freaking sci-fi. Look at this. This is sci-fi. It's Joshua Williamson, whom you know from Flash, or you might know from Birthright, or Nailbiter at Image. This is a team in space, Cyborg, Azrael, Batman, the Azrael. Yeah, what the hell is that about? Starfire, a Green Lantern, Jessica Cruz, and Darkseid. Darkseid has called them together for something that needs to happen because of what happened in Metal and the forces released and all that breaking the source wall. All that mumbo jumbo is coming to a head with all those crazy planets that came out of Brainiac's box, whatever. It's all here, and I'm excited. This is your sci-fi fix. This is everything that was in the No Justice out of Metal that was just kind of dangling there. That's this book. It's great. The art's great. Josh Williamson is an amazing writer. Give that a shot if that does anything for you. Moving on to Marvel, just 2 books I'm talking about. Spider-Geddon, #0. You got the Peter Parker Spider-Man from the video game in here with Superior Spider-Man Auto and a slew of every Spider-Man or woman or girl or Spider-Ham. Everyone is in here. It's so freaking convoluted. It's just everything. That's why they need a 0 issue, because it's nuts. So if you like the video game, your character's here, and get ready for an overdose of Spider-Mans. It's insane. Spider-Verse has exploded, and it exploded onto these pages. They say it's the Spider event of the year. It has to be, because it was too much. It was too freaking much. So anyway, that's what it was. And Punisher 2's out. This storyline is called World War Frank, and it's just batshit. Like, Frank Castle killed a arguably A-list villain, a movie villain, a Avengers arch nemesis. He killed him on camera at the United Nations, shot him in the frickin' head, and now all of Hydra wants to kill Frank, and Frank's not going down quietly. Frank is, he's fighting off cops. He's fighting off all the Netflix heroes like Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil. Everyone versus Frank. It was awesome. I'm digging it. It's badass. It's as much badass Frank Castle Punisher as you can get without making it max adults only. Moving on, Stranger Things. We got 4 covers of this. Stranger Things, #1. I really enjoyed this book. I like the show. I binge watch it when it comes out, every episode. Here's the thing with this. This happens during the first season. This is Will in the first season in the Upside Down. That's what it is. He's there. You get to see what happens with him there, which we didn't see on camera on the show. It's only been the first issue. I've got more stuff out of it. I enjoy it. I really like it. And if you're a fan of Stranger Things, I really think you should get it. It's obviously canon, and it obviously is enriching what you've seen on the show. And then for Image, check this out. Man-Eaters, #1. You got the regular cover. For $1 more, you can get this glitter cover. It's inspired by, those pink hats that were in the Women's March. Cool fake ad on the back. Put some hair on his chest. Certified estrogen-free water for boys. There's some weird toxic thing that is caused by, I guess, cat poop. Change the litter box, playing a sandbox, touching someone that's touched a cat. that causes some women that are on their period to turn into feral cat beasts and kill people. So of course the government does things to shut down all menses. Just shut it all down with whatever hormone stuff they have to do. And it's still happening. Some people still get through, and that's what this book is. It's written by Chelsea Cain, who you might know from her feminist agenda in Mockingbird, her Vision book that got canceled before it came out by Marvel. Don't know why, but it did. And this is the book for you if you're angry about that book being canceled, or if you want to know more about her feminist agenda. You know, ask her about it. Well, this is it. So I thought it was a fun horror book. You don't have to be like hardcore political to read it. It was just cool and fun to me. I'm sure that if you are a hardcore person that marched in those marches, you'll probably really enjoy it, but I'm saying you don't have to. It's glitter, it's nice, I liked it, it's well written, it's well drawn, and as long as you don't have an agenda against feminism, you'll probably enjoy it. So if you do, avoid it, you know, it's real simple. I'm not gonna buy that, I'm gonna buy some of all this stuff. Anyway, Saga 9, Volume 9 is out this week. I always mention it. It's going to be the last volume for a while. They're taking about a year off. Hopefully they're not, but that's what they said, a year hiatus. Crazy stuff happens this volume, and it's out now. So if you're local, get Heroes in Crisis, come to my signing, do the Batman trivia, and on Saturday, we're having a Geek Cheesy dance for my birthday. Come drink with me. It'll be fun. I'll be drinking these sparkling, spiked stuff. I dig it. It has like 1 gram of carbs. You know, I can do this and still be in ketosis and lose my weight. So anyway, hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.